Really, when it comes to installing an engineered wood floor, there aren't many tools you really need. There's nice tools to have, but you don't need all the bells and whistles. The first thing you got to start with is the broom. You got to prep your subfloor. You got to make sure it's smooth and flat and there's no debris underneath. When you're rolling out the underlay, you're going to need your knife. It's always nice to have a bit of heavier X-Acto knife, maybe that's a stronger gauge. So it's just a little bit thicker. It doesn't break quite as easy. When you're cutting the wood, we have two saws here. We have a table saw, which is really good for what we call ripping a piece. That means cutting it along the length. You can run it along the full length. You can even use your table saw to cross cut a piece. You can run it across the saw this way. We also have our miter saw here. As you can see, we have a miter saw blade in here. I believe it's a 100 tooth blade. So what that does is the more teeth you have, you're gonna get cleaner cut along the wood. So if you had a 60-70 tooth blade that's really good for ripping, you may get a lot of fraying when you cut the piece of wood. So we went with a 100 tooth blade and a nice clean cut every time. After that, we have our square. We use this to just mark a straight line on your piece of wood. And finally, your hammer. This is just for knocking into pieces of wood and then taping them up for glue. So really, that's all you need when you're installing an engineered floor. Matt Dickinson, BuildDirect.